Hey folks, it is the Weekend Therapist, and I'm back with another video. I want to cover some of the things that I hear once people learn that I am a therapist. And you may get a chuckle out of this because I'm sure you can probably think of instances you might have said some of the things or even heard some of the things that I'm about to share. Number one. Number one is don't psychoanalyze me. Now, the average individual does not understand what psychoanalysis actually entails. They've heard it, it become integrated into pop culture, but trust me, no one, including a clinician, is psychoanalyzing you. It's just not that deep, right? And most people are not that complicated that to require psychoanalysis. Let's start there. Plus, outside of a clinical relationship that exists between the therapist and the individual, that would be wildly inappropriate to do and very harmful, which would fly in the face of our ethics and our code. That goes along with diagnosis. People say all the time, I know you're out here and you're diagnosing people. No, I'm not diagnosing people at the grocery store, at the library, at the bar, at the club. One, I am there to enjoy whatever the environment is that I am there for. And I am not taking behaviors or looking at behaviors and thinking, oh, I wonder what diagnosis they fall under. Again, that is over indexing in one's own view of themselves to think that a clinician doesn't get to turn off their clinician brain. Again, very inappropriate and likely could be harmful because I'm taking one slice of you, one instance of you, and trying to formulate a clinical diagnosis when we know that a clinical diagnosis requires typically a battery of assessments and reports and information in order to come to and confirm diagnoses. Number three is I know therapists and life coaches, they're the same. And that's wildly false. In so much as that there is a space for life coaching, but it is not clinical in nature with the level of requirement educationally, the level of protection for you as a person that comes with working with a licensed therapist. Now, like I said, there are times when life coaching is applicable and necessary. But the moment that it ventures into diagnosis or some clinical arena, then it's time to transition into working with a therapist, as a licensed professional in your state. Number four is I get asked, how do I take care of myself? So when I was applying for my graduate program in forensic psychology, I remember my professor asking me about self care because she says, you're going to need it. And she was right. As a therapist, I carry so much, I hold so much information and experience and space for those confronting and living with mental health challenges that I have to be able to decompress myself. One of the ways that I do that is I make sure that I take time for myself. It's very intentional. I schedule time for myself. I schedule days where I do not see clients. I work with a therapist when necessary because what I firmly believe is all good therapists have therapists. Now, that's very different than being in active therapy. Active therapy, active issue, but having a therapist there to help one deal with any concern that may arise in my personal life is absolutely essential. And with that, take care of yourselves. Peace.